What's going on, everybody? We're back with another video. Tonight we have duramax 6.6 2024. Brake pads are gone. I don't know if y'all can see up in there, so I'm able to show y'all, but brake pads are pretty much gone, so that's what we are going to be replacing today. We have 1, 2, and 2 more on the bottom. That's 4, and then we have these right here that we're gonna have to take off. And this one on the driver's side, as you can see, there's a sensor right there. Runs up here. You guys be careful with that sensor. I'm about to check the box right now to see if they gave me another sensor, because I'm not sure if we're supposed to replace it every time or how that's gonna work. So I'm about to check the box here in a minute. But just back with another video here to change out these brakes already. We're 2024, got about 65,000 miles on it. Shit, a little dirty, but that's what we're working with right now. So let me get my tools ready, figure out the sizes and everything, and we'll cut y'all back on. Alright, so this tool bag out of the way, and we figured out these are going to be 21s. This one was 5/8. Let me see. Yeah, 5/8. So it'd probably be like a what, 16, 17. So let's go ahead and start taking that off. I really can't. I'm gonna try to pry these loose real quick because I heard these are tight. So we're gonna try that first real quick to see if we can break these loose. I said we gotta get a breaker bar and everything. So let's try it out real quick. All right, so they weren't lying, big dogs. So you can see, y'all try not to strip it. I decided to try to put a impact to it, but it really doesn't fit, so it kind of slipped out. But as y'all can see, we got these loose. But what I did have to do, I did have to get a breaker bar, and I used one of these. Was already long, an extension, but still had to use. If you have a jack, just take it off your jack. That's what I use right here. So we're about to take these off right here. Now I gotta get the bottom ones now. Alright, once you take the 4 screws off, take your little piston screws off. Then this was what was on the brake pad right here. Still got to take it off from right here, but as soon as you just slide them bolts off, just slide this thing upwards. You could move this one up to the side where the other brake was. So let's see. Shit, looks like it still had good pads on this side. I don't know what the hell. It was this side that was all ate up. Look, that's where the sensor was. But it's crazy how the left side was all ate up. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see. Compared to this one right here, this one still looks like it had a whole shitload. What the hell was going on? Alright, so on this sensor, I had a little trouble. It's got this little lock right here. You flip that up, but it still didn't want to come out. So what I did was I grabbed a little small flat head screwdriver, about this big for it to fit in there, and I kind of shoved it in there and pulled at the same time, and it came out. So if you have any trouble with that, that's how I did it. So check it out. Get y'all a C-clamp. Use y'all's old brake pad. Shove it in there. Get all that juice up out of there, homies. Take this off. And that's it right there. This is the brakes I got. For these are the correct ones. You know how they are at the parts stores. So, should be though. They look like it. Look at that. Let's go ahead and install these. Alright, big dogs. As y'all can see, we put our little new little brake freaking guiders or whatever they are. Put our new sensor on right here, as y'all can see. So we're about to put this back on, big dogs. As y'all can see, it just slides right in. I'll take it out again for y'all so y'all can see the way I did it. The bottom, just pressed it in right there. Y'all seen right there. Put it in, slide it in through here. Just like that. Got both sides in. Let's get it. Just like that. Go ahead and get your pry bar. Tighten these up. Sheesh. Now let's put the pistons back on, big dogs. Oh, make sure we clip this on over here too. Right here. Just like that, go ahead and put y'all's wheel back on. Let's tighten them all up, big dogs. Alright, up here, I done already did it. But I mean, it should tell you if your brake pads were low. It's gonna, of course, it's gonna alert you, but it'll tell you on there automatically. It sensed that you put new brake pads, new sensor, whatever. So it'll tell you, is this correct? Do we flip it to 100%? And of course, you just click on the yes. Right now, it's not gonna let me do nothing, I guess, because it's good, as you can see. But yeah, it won't let me do nothing. But as y'all can see, my front's already at 100%. My rear's still at 73%, so we're still kind of good there. But that's what we're looking at, big dogs. Don't mind the fuel. I need to let the fuel kind of get low, because I'm trying to add some adjective. I ordered some Dox fuel adjective to gotta clean this shit out, you know what I mean? I haven't added any, but I ordered the air filter, oil filter, everything. So all that's gonna be coming in. So just like that, we're good to go, big dogs. And that's why the check engine light, and I got put brand new ass tires, and now it's asking for air on one of them. I stepped out there and they all look good, but guess we're gonna have to add some more air to that one tire. Brand new tires, just haven't even drove on them, just from there when they replaced them back to here, and already has a damn light on over here. The check engine light, of course, it was because everything that I need to change out. The air filter, it's asking me to change out the air filter. The fuel filter is still good. It was telling me to change out the brakes. It's also alerting me about my oil life is low. So all this shit, as y'all can see, that's why my check engine light is on. As soon as all this shit gets in here, replace it all, check engine light should come off.